The wedding hall glowed with soft lights and fresh flowers as guests laughed and celebrated. It was my son Arav's wedding day, the moment I had imagined for years. I was walking toward the stage, full of pride and happiness, when my steps suddenly stopped. My eyes locked onto a sight that shook me from inside. Samir, my boyfriend, was standing with Mahek, the bride, and they looked far too close. Mehak held his hand gently, while Samir smiled at her with a familiarity that felt wrong. My heartbeat stumbled as confusion and fear washed over me. The joyful sounds of the wedding faded into a blur. I looked across the hall at Arif, who watched me with a calmness that only made me more anxious. I rushed to him with trembling words, asking what was happening. He asked me not to panic and said he would explain everything. But trust felt impossible in that moment. What I saw had shaken the foundation of this special day, turning my happiness into a storm of doubts. Even after the truth came out, something still felt incomplete. A feeling tugged at me, urging me to believe there was more they hadn't told me. When I asked again, Arv exchanged a look with Mehak and Samir. Before speaking, Arv revealed that Mehak had searched for her father after finding a letter from her late mother. The letter urged her to reunite with her father before starting her married life so she wouldn't carry old emotional wounds. Samir admitted he didn't tell me because he was terrified of losing our relationship. Mahak said she feared being judged or causing drama on the biggest day of her life. Their reasons were filled with fear, love, and guilt, showing how much they had struggled with the truth. My anger softened as I began to understand the depth of their emotional battles. Yet the pain of being left out still sat heavily in my heart. My hands trembled as I stood before Arif, demanding answers before he could say much. Samir walked toward us, looking nervous, almost guilty. I asked him directly why Mehak was holding his hand, and what kind of relationship they shared. After a long, heavy silence, Samir finally spoke. He revealed that Mehak was his daughter, a truth that hit me like a storm. He explained that years ago he had been in a relationship that ended, and Mahak grew up mostly away from him. He never told me because he feared I would leave him. Mahak stepped forward respectfully and apologized, saying she didn't want to create any misunderstanding. During the wedding, Arv confessed that he had known about this for 2 weeks, but kept quiet to protect the peace of the wedding day. Relief and betrayal mixed painfully inside me. Their explanations made sense, yet I couldn't ignore the hurt of being kept in the dark. As the truth settled, the remaining tension slowly melted away. I looked at Mehak and told her she should have trusted me, but I understood why she hadn't. Tears filled her eyes as she apologized and hugged me tightly, calling me auntie with genuine affection. Arif smiled softly and asked if we could continue the wedding. I nodded, finally feeling my heart relax for the first time. That day, the rituals began again, and the hall filled with warmth and laughter. Standing beside my son, watching Mahak step into his life, I realized something important. Truth can hurt, but it can also heal. And sometimes the revelations that shake us are the same ones that bring us closer. That day, instead of breaking us, the truth connected us in a way none of us expected.